Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome. Alrighty, as well, basically, guys, this is gonna be a quick discussion on my thoughts on Crimson Desert. Right. Now, this will not be any fancy video. I haven't planned anything. I literally just turned on my recorder, my app now recording, and I thought I was just gonna, say a few things. Um, As some of you might know by now if you have seen my other videos, I was originally a MMORPG player, which means I strictly played Diablo 1, Diablo 2 when it's talking my starting point, Diablo 1, Diablo 2. Oh, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Diablo 2, um, Path of Exile 2 recently, Grim Dawn. That's my type of gaming. And then I moved to Guild Wars 1. I played that for like 7 years, and then I played Guild Wars 2 for like, man, I can't even remember how long, but I know I punched in like 14,000 hours into Guild Wars 2. And that was my gaming. But I have played other games as well every now and then. Like, I am familiar with Skyrim. I'll just make that clear right now from the start. I know Skyrim. I played it. I played through it. I played through the DLCs. I explored that world too much. That was my first actual open world, just not MMO game that I played, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. And I played Skyrim for a long time because I enjoyed it. Just yes, I played the stealth archer build, but I didn't know back then that that was a thing. I just liked shooting the bow and arrow, and I thought it was really cool and all that. I only learned later on that it was like the easiest setup to play. I didn't know, honestly. But yes, but after I played Skyrim, I got fed up with it. Because you reach that point where you're just like, okay, yeah, if I turn on Skyrim now, it's going to be a chore to play it. And then I just basically went back to my normal gaming, which at that time was Guild Wars 2 still. And I moved on from Guild Wars 2 to Warframe. I'm still playing Warframe. It's still my main game, and I'm planning on putting at least, I don't know, say between 10 and 15k hours into that as well. I'm not there close to that yet. I'm only like 3k hours now. But I just can't stop playing that game. It's just so fun collecting the Warframes, and especially with the new Warframe out now, which is Folly. Yeah. Now the thing is, with my type of gaming, I never really had to worry about a really expensive, overpowered setup. I don't need. Well, in my mind, I never really needed. I don't even know what these fancy cards are called. I'm not a tech guy. I'm a writer. That's my thing. I don't know much about tech and stuff like that. When I first got my PC, I literally just went to the shop back then and told them like, "Yo, I want a gaming PC that can run these types of games. Here's the cash. What can you do for me?" And they were like, "All right, it's gonna cost you this much for a decent PC to run these types of games." And I was like, "Do it, go for it." And then I got my PC. Um, so I'm currently sitting with I would say, I think my PC is alright for me. It's my graphics card I use is a 1650 Super, uh, 16 gig RAM. My graphics card is a 4 gig as well. I know it's a 4 gig. A lot of people are like, oh, you 4 gig really, bro? It's like, look, it works for me. I don't need to go bigger. I don't have the feeling to go bigger. I don't really play modern games at all, because of this whole. Look, before I say anything about what I wanted to talk about next, I have no problem with these. Oh man, I don't even know these alphabetical letters. Like these. I think it's L, G, B, fucking I don't even know all these letters, man. They've added so many pluses and I don't even know, man. Pretty soon well, if I'm not sure soon, but I guess already there's aliens added as well. So yeah. I have no problem with that. I only have a problem with it when it's being forced into games and being forced as the thing in games, right? And yeah, I don't play games like that. I have no interest in games like that. I have no problem with that. It's just I hate it when games are centered around that. Basically, when they put messaging, political messaging, and all this crap into gaming. It's weird, man. It's not gaming anymore. It's a freaking campaign then. Um, so I don't bother with modern games. I would never have played this game, Crimson Desert, if it wasn't given to me free. I saw it. I loved what I saw on videos, and I always thought to myself like, that's a cool game. Kind of reminds me of a Skyrim type of game, because that's how I see open world games. I immediately think of Skyrim, especially when you start pulling out swords and shields and stuff like that. So then a buddy of mine, which I'm not gonna put his name in, and I don't want to cause any problems for anybody. He would just message me one day. He's like, "Yo, I got a game code for you. Do you want it?" And I was like, "What? What's up?" It was like I asked him, "What game is it?" And he was just like, "Oh no, no, it's a secret. Don't worry, it's a surprise." I was like, Sure, okay." And he was like, "Yeah, I accidentally bought the game for the wrong region, and he doesn't want to refund it, so he just wants to give it to somebody." I was like, "Sure, all right, I'll check it out." I put the key into my Steam account, and yeah, a Crimson Desert popped up. I was like, "Damn, dude, are you sure?" And he was just like, "Yeah, man, don't worry about it." I'm like, "Man, okay." So I decided to try the game. And this is basically what brings me to make this video now. A MMO player basically experiencing Crimson Desert for himself. And I must say, I'm really surprised by this game. Now, I know the graphics is not for me, it's not like really, really good, because obviously I cannot run on, I think the highest graphics is cinematic or something. But I don't care. Look, I came from MMO games. MMO games do have beautiful graphics, but they're not really focused on like really highly detailed maps and stuff like that. So this is really shocking for me to see everything so well detailed. I am willing to share my graphics settings for you guys if you want. Like, this is what I'm currently running. I just turned the resolution down because for my recording. But this is what I run on my graphics. And like I said, look at my VRAM. It's a 4 gig. It's nothing major, nothing big. The FPS is on 30 and all that. Like, I don't care about these details. I don't care if my game doesn't run on, like, I don't know what people are even like crying about recently. Like, it must be 60 FPS or 120 FPS and all that crap. I was like, can I play the game? That's all I want. And yeah, the game runs smoothly for me. I love the game. I'm really surprised by the game. The mechanics of the game. Let's talk about that. So, first, the mechanics. When I started this game, I thought the game was going to be difficult. You know? Because the start of the game where you fight those black bears people, they really fucking kicked my ass, but I figured out, let's just get through the start and then see where the game takes us. So I got through the start, and yeah, I got to experience the game a little bit more. Now I'm going up to 60 hours into the game now. I don't have a lot of hours into the game yet, so I cannot completely speak about everything late game. I haven't even reached late game yet, I think. Like, I'm still messing around in the first area. I'm still building up my Greymane's area or outpost or camp or whatever you want to call it. I've only like recently discovered that you can actually do faction missions, which that's a pretty cool system. I do like that. What other mechanics that I really like? Let's see. Just remember, I haven't written anything down or planned anything. I'm just talking as I'm taking a nice little ride through the game. Let me think. The combat is wow, the combat I had to get used to. The combat was a little tricky at the start. I saw a lot of people complaining about the combat. They were saying like, yeah, it's hard, you know, you have to press this button to do that and hold this one and do basically have to keep using two buttons for this and hold this button plus this button to do that, and I was just like, damn. But the more I played the game, the more I got used to it, and now I actually like the combat system. You know, it's not just brainless swings, press one button, swing all your combos on one button just by tapping it, you know, kind of thing. It's it's tactical combat, if that makes sense. And yeah, I do love tactical combat. It feels very MMO, because in MMO I'm thinking let's use Guild Wars 2 as an example. You cannot just take a bolt, run up to any enemy and smash a button. Especially like raid bosses and stuff, they are going to destroy you. You have to use tactics. What healing skill am I going to use? What support skills? What attack skills? What the condition skills am I going to use? When am I going to use them? And stuff like that, you know? Where am I going to stand? We have to stand here. We have to go do there. We have to bundle up here. We have to stack up here. Support, heal here. You know, that's my type of gaming that I played. So, getting used to the combat here was tricky at start, but now I love it. It's, you know, you can't just run up to an enemy like, smash, kill everybody, one shot, bang, just destroy groups of enemies. It's not Dynasty Warriors, you know, this is not Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors games, you can just run up to a group of enemies, swing your big ass weapon around and destroy every single enemy in your path. I love that game. I love all of the Dynasty Warriors. Well, 9 was kind of meh, but yeah. Anyway, back to the back to the topic. Back. Right. So, the combat mechanics is good. It looks like they're still improving on, because the game still keeps getting updates. Recently, we had like a major update, which was really good. Horse riding just went from I didn't even use my horse in the start because it was annoying to use. You know, you have to get on your horse, constantly use the A button to tap or move, or you know, just to move around. Basically, it was very annoying. But now you can just get on your horse, tap it once, and it will go into. It's like a gear system. You tap it once, go to a higher gear. Tap it again, goes to a higher gear, and then to go full speed, you have to tap. That's fine for me. That feels kind of like, man, it feels right. If that makes sense, you know. What else? Horse riding is fun. I like the system where you can. This game doesn't feel like it's like Skyrim, the open world thing, you know, but where it's where you how do I say this, man? Come on, my second language, English, work with me. Let me put it this way: you start off as a nobody and you have to work your way into a somebody. I like that. That's very Skyrim-like. But it's more than Skyrim. It's a lot more. It's like they took a game like Valheim and Skyrim and just smashed them together. You know? I played Valheim, yes. I played Valheim a lot, but I ended up playing Valheim to the point where I turned it into a building simulator. I just started building major cities and stuff out of wood, you know, it's just for the fun. Very creative, I love it. But just this is the other thing I want to mention as well. It's on my mind, but I don't want to just keep jumping from topic to topic. But the world, this world creation and the environment, I've never ever experienced a game like this. Never. Now, by saying that, I just want to point out I've never also played the Red Dead Redemption game. I haven't played the Grand Theft Auto game, the new one, or I don't even know which one's what anymore. Last Grand Theft Auto I played once was San Andreas. That's you know, yeah. That's how dedicated I was into playing MMO games. But this world, just seeing animals run around, birds flying, people walking around, doing their own thing, day-night cycle. I'm not sure if the game has a season cycle. I haven't noticed anything like that yet, but the day and night cycle is really good. The temperature system I love, because it's obviously cooler at night and warmer during the day. I haven't gone to like the deserty area yet. I saw in somebody's video there's like a deserty area. I haven't gone there yet, but here in the snowy mountains, I just recently reached this point where I'm coming from now, and I decided like, man, I just need to talk about this game. It's like this thing where I just need to tell somebody, you know? And with my YouTube channel, I thought, why not just give you guys a little explanation on what I think of the game, you know, my take on the game. Because everybody's giving their takes on the game at the moment, and everybody's these professionals and elite YouTubers and all that, you know. This is the, okay, let me put it this way. This is a take from an average gamer. I'm not good at this game. I fought bosses before and I suffered. I suffered. Alright? That stag boss, for example, that thing killed me like 7 or 8 times before I even got his health halfway down. Let's not talk how many times I died after that just to kill him. But yeah, the bosses is really, really, really hard for me. And I do not want to change it. I actually prefer it. Man, look at this. Look at this. I've never seen a game look like this before. My reason for talking about this game is because I see a lot of critics about the game as well. Like the game is not running well, or the combat is shit, and it's lacking this and that and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, how can I hate on this game when it looks like this? I'm like a baby experiencing bicycle riding for the first time, you know. I just skipped walking and running. I just jumped straight to bicycle riding. Fuck it. I skipped bicycle riding. I'm riding a motorcycle. You know, because look at this. This is not my kind of gaming experience. This is incredible. I want to go there. That big ass statue. Okay, I already went there, but I want to go there. So I'm just gonna get on my horse. I'm gonna ride all the way there. Look there in the distance. See those mountains, man. In MMO games, you see those mountains like, ah, cool. They look cool in the distance, but you know you can't reach them because there's an invisible barrier somewhere there along the way. But in this game, it's like, cool mountain. Let's go there. Let's hop on a horse and ride there. Now I've only also recently discovered that you can actually use a fast travel system, but I don't. I'm playing this game kind of like how I played Skyrim. I rarely use fast travel in Skyrim. I always just hopped on my horse and, you know, went on a journey to my next mission or story part or whatever. And same with this game, you know, I'm using my horse a lot, and I see you can get different horses and stuff, but this is the starter horse. I got the starter like armor stuff for my horse, and I love it. It's really cool, you know. The NPCs I interact with, a lot of them, they have this how do I say it, like a bond system. You build a bond with them, which is just, I don't know what it leads to, or if you can benefit from a bond system, like if you earn their trust. I love that. It makes me want to go up to an NPC and just talk to them. Even if they're saying the same lines over and over. I just want to, it feels like I'm living in the world, you know? Oh yeah, back to the environment. The nature. The nature is really amazing. The nighttime is kind of dark. Like, damn. I've ridden my horse through forests when it became nighttime, and I just went completely off the track. Because I always try to stay on the track. It's kind of like my thing, you know. I did that in Skyrim as well. It's just I like staying on the track. I know you're supposed to go off track as well to discover hidden things and stuff like that. I do that. It's just when I'm just on my way to a mission or something, I try to stay on the track. I've encountered bandit camps. Being able to take out the bandit camp and then just taking it for this whoever these people are, the faction. You know, you remove the bandits and you put guards there. Basically, that's a cool system. I like that as well. You know, there's so much to do in this game. Like, I constantly find myself like sidetracking from the main story. I know I'm supposed to get through the main story, but I randomly see an NPC that has a quest, and I go do that quest instead. Or I just go and explore, or I look for hidden things. I found this waterfall with this. I'm currently using the sword. I can't remember what the sword's called, but it's a really cool sword. You know, it looks simple, but it's got nice like crit stuff on it and stuff. And I got the stag shield. I still use the stag shield. and I'm not gonna break my brain on making the most perfect builds and stuff like that yet. Because I see people on YouTube, they post these videos where they have these most ridiculous builds and they tell you like, do this early on, and if you don't do this, you're making a mistake, and don't suffer because you're not doing this, and I'm just like, what? Why can't I just play the game normally like how I want? You know, like, why can't I just play the game through my pace and stuff like that? So I stopped watching those videos. And yeah, I'm loving this game more and more every day. I know I'm still 60 hours into the game. You know, I don't have a lot of time to game yet. I'm hoping with more subscribers and viewers I can change that in the future. And you know, just grow my YouTube channel and change that so I can do more gaming, and maybe one day I can move towards live streaming as well. But obviously that I need the time for that. But reality is more important, right? So, the thing that amazes me more about this game than anything else is that my system can run this game. I know my system is outdated. I'm not gonna argue about that. My PC is outdated for modern games. So when I installed this game, I thought to myself like, ooh, I'm just gonna see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well. Maybe one day in the future when I upgrade, I can play the game. But when I installed the game, I tweaked a bit the graphics around a bit, and it works fine. I was really surprised about that because what was that other game I played? Let me think quickly. It's one of the new games as well, and I just completely couldn't play it because it was like some kind of simulator game. I think it was called Roadcraft or something. My PC just refuses to run that. I was just like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I got the game. It's on my Steam library now, so I can't play it. Whatever. Maybe one day when I upgrade, I'll play it. You know, that's how it goes with me. Because I can't keep up with upgrading my PC constantly. You know, I'm living in a country where gaming is very expensive. You know. Everything is expensive here because everything needs to be imported. We have no manufacturing companies here at all for gaming or PCs or stuff like that. Everything has to be imported here. So we're paying high prices for gaming. And for me, my PC setup is actually a little above average in my country. Now, I'm not going to say much about my country because, you know, with all the shit going on and stuff. But, yeah. I'm really surprised that this game is running. Now, another thing I want to add about this game is how you can make coin in this game. It really feels like you have to go through a journey in this game to get anywhere or to be somebody. But the thing I don't like about this game yet, it's probably gonna get better or what, but the armor looks kind of meh. Because this setup I have on, my character looks kind of stupid, you know, but the hood is kind of cool. I want to paint it black. I recently discovered you can dye, so I want to make it black. I don't know how to make black dye yet, and I don't want to look up anything, you know. I'm trying to just figure it all out myself. But if I really get stuck, I hop on the internet and I look at the people's videos and stuff, and I support them. I thank them for the video and I give them a like and stuff, you know. But I try to figure stuff out myself. That's why my combat is still not top, you know. If there's too many enemies, I just tend to run away. Because I can't handle a lot of enemies at once. So taking on the camps, for example, I tend to lure out enemies, or as we know it in MMO games, I kite them, you know. I kite enemies and just lure spots, a few of them out of the camps, and then take them on. And every now and then, because I saw enemies respawn in camps and stuff like that until you've taken the camp over. So, I mean, look at this animal, man. Like, you don't see this in other games. They look like they're literally living their own life type of thing. Let's see, what else was like... Oh yeah, another thing that was a bit ouch for me, it was the size of the game. It's over 100 gig. It's my first time I installed a game this big. And you know, because I'm very skeptical about newer games, especially modern games. So I never really bothered to make plan to get bigger hard drives or just anything bigger. You know, like I'm still running a 1 terabyte because all I play is basically mainly Warframe. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of space. So for me to install a 100 gig game, it kind of took a lot out of my space. I had to delete a few things, but you know what? It was fine. It's not a big deal. I still have my Warframe installed. I still have my writing apps installed, you know, so this game is currently on my main agenda. I only play this game mostly at the moment until I get through it. But going 60 hours into the game, I don't know who the developers are, but they have done an excellent job in this game. I can't see how people hate on this game. The story is, yeah, the story is kind of lacks story, you know, but again, I'm an MMO player. I'm used to playing through a story and then just go farming, just go out, grind for gear, grind for material, grind for gold, you know, to empower yourself, and then tweak your builds and all that kinds of stuff. That's what I'm used to. So I'm not really that fussed about the story much. I do love like mining and chopping wood and all of that stuff, you know, because I'm still used to playing games, not rushing games. I like, if I need to upgrade my bow or my sword or my shield or my armor and I need material, I will go out and hunt for them. I will go out and farm whatever I need to get the gear, get the material, and so on and so on. Which is something I notice a lot of people don't want to do anymore. They just want everything instantly. Get through the game quick so I can move on to the next game. Play the next game. Move on to rush through that. Get to the next game. You know, it's whew, man, I'm having a really hard time keeping up with modern gaming styles. And I've been gaming for a long time, you know. Um, let's see, what else is really cool about this game? Oh yeah, the people, man. The NPCs. Like, I've a troll. Look at this troll. If you tell me there's a troll in the game, I'm gonna think like, ooh, enemies. Okay. Ooh. Okay, my driver is currently updating. Sorry about if it's lagging a bit, but I see now my drivers just started updating. But yeah, if somebody tells me there's a troll in the game, I'm gonna think like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna fight trolls. Here, trolls are neutral. Look at them, they're just walking about on their own, going about their lives, doing their own thing, you know? And goblins. I saw goblin people just being part of society here. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then I came across these. I don't think they're children. They have like these green outfits on, and they look. I know I'm supposed to talk good about the game. I'm not doing this for sponsors or anything, but I'm really impressed with this game. I like talking about this game. I like experiencing the game. I like exploring this game. But look, the lack of information in this game is frustrating. There's this one forest where these damn small people kept fucking knocking me out with their darts or whatever. And I felt like eating up my freaking controller at some point. Alright? But I did figure out, yeah, you can do a mission and then they will allow you. Okay, I didn't know about that. I had to figure that out. Because it was all to do with a mushroom. I just had to get 5 mushrooms for one of them. And they put in a good word for you at their village, I guess. And then I was allowed into their village. I was like, okay, cool, whatever, that's no problem anymore. I can go into that forest and explore now, no biggie. One thing I do not like about this game, and this might clash with a lot of people, but the puzzles in this game, no. I don't like them. When I come across a puzzle, I don't even attempt it. I jump straight to YouTube and look up a guide. And it's not that I'm dumb or anything like that. It's just, look, I want to get back to exploring this game. I don't want to sit on a puzzle for too long, you know. So yeah, sorry if you guys get upset about that, but I don't like the puzzles in this game. I wish they would add the option to skip the puzzles, just automatically complete it or something like that. But yeah, I don't like the puzzles. Um, but there are people who do like the puzzles, and kudos for them. I don't want the puzzles removed. I would just like an option to skip the puzzles. Man, my driver update at the moment is screwing with my game. But okay, yeah. So, but yeah, that's basically all I can talk about at the moment. It's just the game looks really, really cool. Like, look at the animals. It's so alive. The game feels alive. Right? Like, I can literally just go pick up that goat and go sell it. In MMO games, goats are farming material. You just go farm them like for their material and whatever. Fuck the corpse. Just take whatever they drop and go use it. Here, you can just like kill a goat for the meat and the hide, or you can pick up the goat and go sell it. The bounty system as well. Like, you can just go pick up a bounty somewhere and go hunt the guy for coin. It's like, man, am I a isekai now? Am I an adventurer? Like, now I'm doing bounties? What's next? And then I just had to keep my mouth shut because there was so much more to do. Oh man, it's so, like, literally just sitting here, so many things are popping into my mind of what you can do. Cooking. The cooking system is ridiculously fun. I love going out and just finding the material. Not just walking up to an NPC and buying everything. So yeah, the cooking is... Man, the cooking is so broken. Like, the healing stuff you can make from cooking. Yo! I think they should nerf some of them, honestly, because the healing is so broken on some of the stuff. Like, damn! But yeah, that's not really something to complain about. That's a good thing, I guess. Because a lot of bosses are so hard, for me at least, that as the average player, that I need good healing. Like, sometimes I need so much food, and then I just use it all on the boss. One of the bosses I really disliked as well was... It was... man, where was this? I can't even remember what it was, but it was like this black mist I had to fight. And I didn't know how to fight it, because whenever I tried to get close to it, it just like knocked me back and knocked me out of the battle area, and then I just had to respawn, and yeah, it was a mess. Alright, it was a bit of a mess. Okay, my driver's installing now, so the lagging might get a bit worse. So I'm just gonna stand here and finish off the video. So, I will later on give you guys a better update on my progress. Maybe if I reach like 100 hours, I will talk more about the game and just... man, there's so much I need to explore still. I think what else? I'm trying to think what is needed in this game still. Like, that would make the game even better, but it's so hard to find something that would make the game better. It's... The fishing is... Okay, look. I can't figure out the fishing. I tried fishing before. That's the only thing I buy. I don't do it myself. I just go buy fish if I need to make food that requires fish. But meat, vegetables, herbs, I always tend to go find myself. The dye system... okay, look. The dye system is really cool. It's just... going around and collecting all of the insects fills up your inventory. So they need to make a separate inventory like Skyrim, where that's just completely in its own tab for the insects to make dyes and stuff from, because but yeah, guys, that's my take pretty much on the game. There's so much more I want to talk about, but like I said, I didn't plan this video. I just thought, like, yo, I'm gonna turn on this camera, I'm gonna say what I think about the game, what I like about the game, and so on. But man, with all these YouTubers or these the elite players and stuff just giving their take on the game, and those people that just hate on the game and stuff like that. It's just I don't get how you can hate on this game. This game feels like the Skyrim that never came out. You know, the one that we've been missing. I don't keep up with gaming releases and stuff like that. I don't know if there is a new Skyrim or whatever out, but you know, as I said, I'm a very busy person. I don't keep up with these kinds of things. But like this is a take from an average gamer, just a casual gamer that wanted the game to turn on and play a bit of gaming. So yeah, this is not from a professional gamer or a lead player or anything like that. Because we got too many of them going around, you know, because they have to do it for viewers and stuff like that, and sponsors and so on and so on and so on and so on. I don't have any of that by making this video, or during making this video, and yeah. So my take on this is, if you're looking for a game, if you love Skyrim, you never played this game before, and you're thinking about it, if you loved Skyrim, if you love the open world system, if you like the crafting, if you like the exploring, especially the exploring, and you're looking to fill that spot, but you find the games are just lacking in that, give Crimson Desert a try. And if you're unsure if your system can run it, again, I'm running a 1650 Super graphics card, 16 gig RAM, and yeah, I'm not running anything major, and the game looks beautiful to me. It's, man, my my best gaming world, or my most favorite gaming world, is Guild Wars 2's universe. Especially Queensdale. I love just being in Queensdale. It feels so peaceful. It's nice there. But going around in this game, everywhere feels like Queensdale. You see, that's my thing. That's what I'm trying to explain. Now, if you know Guild Wars and you know Queensdale, how cool it is there, it's a newbie area, it's peaceful, you know, yeah, sure, there are enemies and stuff, but especially when you get out of the city, Divinity's Reach, there's just like, it's really peaceful there, it's nice and stuff like that. I get that feeling everywhere in this game. Everywhere. I'm on my way somewhere, then I just stop and look around. Look at the rivers, look at the waterfalls, look at the mountains, just look at the people. This one time it was raining in the game, it caught me by surprise. It was raining in the game, and I literally saw the environment change. The terrain got muddy, there were pools of water everywhere, people were running, looking for shelter with their hands above their heads trying to block the rain. And I was just taken back by it so much, I literally just stopped where I was right there, and I just watched. And I was just like, where were these developers all these years? What happened? What happened to developers that cared so much about their game that they wanted to create a world? Because this is not just a game, it doesn't feel like just a game, it feels like a pocket dimension, a small world that's living on its own. What happened to that? Why don't we get games like that anymore? Why does every game have to be rushed? Why does every game like developed to be rushed? What happened to the artists in games? You know, whoever created this world isn't the developer, he's an artist. Man, it's so hard to get the words to explain how nice this game feels. Like, when I sometimes still hop on Warframe because obviously it's my main game, you know? Then I play Warframe, then I think like, man, I want to hop back on Crimson Desert and I just want to hop on my horse and take a ride. You know, it's just like, damn, look at this eagle, man. Look at the eagle, it's just flying, minding its own business, and I'm pretty sure you can hunt it even if you know how. I obviously don't know how to hunt the eagle. I'm not that good. I'm crap at shooting the bow on controller because I'm a mouse and keyboard player, so yeah. Shooting a bow on mouse and keyboard on controller is just fucking hard. Impossible for me. You controller players out there, I see you. I see you. You with your broken thumb coordination. What the hell, man? What are you, weird? How can you be that accurate on a controller, man? How dare you? But yeah. So this was just a little explanation or take on the game. Let me use a proper wording. This is my take on the game from a casual gamer's point of view. Like I said, I have no sponsors. I barely have views on my account, no subscribers and stuff. At the moment by making this video, and yeah, I love this game. I do not want more in the game, and the game just gives me more. You know, every corner I take, there's something new to see. You know, it's just I cannot see how people can hate on this game. Are we so programmed by as gamers that if a game isn't like perfect in everything, no issues, no everything must be realistic, so realistic that you must hear a drop fall far away and see the splash, and everything it touches must be wet after that and all that stuff, you know? Are we so programmed to expect reality from gaming that we no longer can tell the difference between gaming and just not gaming, you know? Because I want gaming, man. I don't want not gaming anymore. I don't want to play a movie. I want to play a game, you know? Yeah, I can jump off this cliff and just glide. Why not? You know? Why not? I can, if I'm in battle, I can just grab an enemy and toss him off the cliff. Or I can just, I don't know, fucking jump on an enemy and wrestle him. Use literal wrestling tactics on him. Just grapple him and shit like that. Why not? I love it. I expect so much more from this game, but I feel guilty expecting more, you know? So, to those who see this video all the way up until this point, I would like to know what you guys think of Crimson Desert. If you haven't played the game, tell me if you would like to play the game or you know, stuff like that. I would like to hear from people what they think of the game beyond the normal conversation. Those who played the game, what do you think of the environment? What do you think of no, I don't want to talk about the combat because we hear too much about the combat. What do you think of the environment mostly, like the world? What do you think of this world? Do you like this world? Would you... Here's the thing. Would you see yourself wanting to live in this world as it is now? That's the thing, you know? That's what we want in gaming. We want to let our imagination run free. And these developers knows that. They are having fun creating, you know? Artists. So yeah, to the developers, I'm actually gonna look up after this who the developers are. To the developers, you guys have done an amazing job, and you know, I know you guys are doing still a lot more fixing and upgrading the game, and I guess every game will have its haters and so on, but take it from me, average Joe, you know, just normal player, just a guy that wants to turn on his system and play a game. You knocked the ball out of the park with this one, definitely so far. And I'm 60 hours into this game, and I want to put another 60 hours into the game, and another 60 hours after that, and so on, right? And for those who are thinking about trying this game, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Give it a chance, you know. Just the first 10 hours of the game, I'd say it's a bit like treading through mud, but once you get through those 10 hours, man, the game opens up. It's oh my goodness, man, I'm taken back by this game. Really, really good job, you know. Like that village down there. I'm gonna take a ride down there now just because I can. I just want to go look down there. What's there, you know? So yeah, that's my take, guys. Again, I would like to know what you guys think and about the game, you know, not about me, because you can't even see me, and I'm not gonna put myself on camera for anybody or for gaming and stuff like that, because I make gaming videos for the game, not to see me, you know. And I don't do reaction videos. This is not a reaction. Well, I know why it is a reaction video to the game, but I'm just telling you guys what my experience is so far. This YouTube channel was created for me to catch up on all the games that I missed out on as an MMO player. So I'm playing mostly older games. So this one is a bit of a different one. I never expected to play this game, really, guys, really, and I'm glad I am trying it. So to my buddy who gave me this game, hero, man, you're a hero. You don't need to wear a cape. You're a legend. And to everybody who wants to play this game, who's thinking about it, give it a chance, I think. You know, it's rare to see games where developers are actively still involved in their game. My only other game I experienced that is Warframe, because the Warframe developers are literally playing their own game with the people. So yeah, and these developers, they are looking at what people are saying, and they're fixing and upgrading and making the game better. And I have to stop. I have to stop. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep talking about this game. You know, and then I'm gonna start repeating myself about the same things over and over, and so on. You know, so yeah. Now I see a cave down there. I don't know if you guys see it. How do I press that down there? It looks like a cave. So I'm gonna go look what that is now. So I'm gonna take a ride. I'm gonna figure out how to get down there. I know I can just jump down and glide down, but that takes the fun out of it, right? So I'm gonna figure out how to take a ride down there. First, I'm gonna install these drivers because they downloaded now and they need to be installed. And yeah, and then after that, I'm supposed to continue with the story, but there's another area I need to go explore that caught my attention. You know, so yeah. I will keep you guys updated on another video later on. You know, let's say around 120 hours or so, I'll do another video and tell you guys what I think. And if you look at this now, right before I go, look, the weather is tipping. You know, it looks like it's gonna rain soon. So, oh man, it's just, this is not stuff you see in MMO games, man. This is really, really amazing. I'm free in this game. I feel so free playing this game. Wow. So yeah, that's my take on the game, guys. It's a really, really good game. For me, out of 10, I'm sorry, I have to give this game a 12 out of 10. It's just that good for me. The problems I do find with the game, it's minor. You know, the game's too good. Good job, devs. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry for not having your name, but good job, good job. Please make more games like this. This is what players want. Please, 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 please. Right. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna let you guys get back to, you know, your gaming and stuff like that. If you want to support me, you know, give this video a like. And if you want to subscribe and watch me play through all the games, go ahead. You know, making this video, I've already played through Borderlands 1, which was fun, by the way. I've played through the first Doom. Yo, that was fun. I can't believe I missed out on that. And one more thing, if you guys ever want to suggest all the games for me, and I'm trying to stay away from open world games, more like shooter games, you know, like Borderlands. I know Borderlands is open world as well, but it's you play through the game. It's you play through and that's it. If you guys want to suggest games like that I need to check out, even PS2 games, because I have recently figured out how to get the PS2 emulator on my PC as well, and it works. So yeah. Let me know what games to look out for, guys, and when I try a game, I will put your name up as well as the person who suggested the game for me, you know? So, yeah. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I'm gonna go and explore now. Like I said, there's a cave down there. I'm gonna go see what's down there. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, please stay safe. I'm out. Bye.